Hey, it's Lori Ballen. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to talk today about WordPress plugins. Everything you need to know about these little pieces of software that add functionality to your WordPress website. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Lori Ballen. I'm a six-figure affiliate marketer, real estate agent with a team here in Las Vegas, and I teach people how to build their websites and make more money online. Now, what is a WordPress plugin? Like I said before, it's a little piece of software that adds functionality to a WordPress website. So I'm in the back panel of one of my websites here, and just to give you some examples, plugins can help you display ads on your website. They can make an element of your website sticky. They can add extra blocks if you're using WordPress Gutenberg. They can add code snippets, disclaimers, affiliate disclosures, table of contents. You can add page builders with plugins. It goes on and on. SEO tools, security tools, email platforms, table making tools. Just about anything that you want to do with your WordPress website, you can do by adding a plugin. Now, some of these plugins are plugins that you pay for by going to the developer's website. You'll find these by doing Google searches, maybe for a particular type of plugin you need, or by clicking on a link on a blog, something like that, or by following a training and they tell you where to go get the plugin. You can also download some of them right here in your WordPress dashboard. So how you do that is we're going to go over here to the Add New button in the upper left-hand corner. Now, most of these all of these plugins here, actually, all of them, are coming from the WordPress plugin directory. And these are plugins that have been uploaded into the repository and they're approved by WordPress. They extend that functionality of WordPress, and they start off free. Now, many of these plugins have upgrade options after you install them. In order to use the pro or premium features, you'll need to pay for the upgrade. Some of them stay free, and you'll see these little notices on your dashboard where the developer is asking for a donation if you like it, and they're asking for you to review it. So you'll have to play around with that. Now, you want to be careful about a couple things. Before installing a plugin on your WordPress website, you want to make sure that this little checkbox is checked off down here, and then it tells you that it's compatible with your version of WordPress. Sometimes they are not compatible, and you can actually crash your website. Certain plugins can conflict with other plugins. That's something to keep in mind. I prefer to use plugins that have a lot of active installations. This one here has 5 million. And I also look for 4 to 5 star reviews with lots of reviews, not 1 or 2 reviews, but a lot of reviews. And then I feel a little bit safer about installing that plugin. So to find a plugin, let's just say you're looking for an SEO plugin of some sort. You can go over here to the keyword search and just type in SEO. And now you're going to get a list of all of these SEO plugins that have been uploaded. There's Yoast, there's All-in-One SEO, there's Rank Math. You've probably heard those 3 mentioned over and over again if you're following any kind of WordPress tutorials. But I will tell you that in most of these cases, you will end up probably wanting to pay for an upgrade because there's some sort of bell and whistle that you want to add. For example, Yoast Premium has the orphaned content feature. They just added something yesterday. I can't think of what it is. I haven't played with it. But many of those upgrade the automatic redirects. So in case you change a permalink on one of your blog posts, the Yoast SEO allows you to immediately add a redirect so that you won't have broken links. There's different things like that. So when you install it, you'll notice that it's probably going to give you some upgrade options, okay? Maybe you want to, actually, let's just go ahead and do one of these so I can show you how it works. So that is how you find a plugin, okay? So you can do it right here by going through your WordPress account, or you can open a new tab and you can search for SEO plugins. A lot of people search for things like best SEO plugin for WordPress. You'll see those types of searches a lot. And you can scroll down and you can click on an article that somebody created that has all the best of, or you can go right to that developer and pick your plugin. Okay, that's another way to do it. So now we're going to look at how to install your plugin. So if you are installing it right here from the WordPress platform, All you have to do is come over here and click install now. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this one. So for example, this plugin adds a little redirect option on a blog post or an article. So if you want to change, if somebody lands on this page, I really want them to go to this page instead, this redirection plugin will allow that to take place. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. I'm just explaining what the plugin does. So then we're going to click, to install it next, we have to click activate. Okay, so we installed it and put it on the files by clicking install now. Now we've got to get it live by clicking activate. So it's 2 steps, install now and then activate. And once it's activated, you're going to be able to see it here in your plugin. So if I scroll down, you're going to be able to see it here, redirection. Now each of these plugins will have their own settings you'll need to go in and play with. Okay, so here's an example. How do I use this plugin? They'll have screenshots, some will have videos, but the functionality is immediately available. If you purchase a plugin, we have to go about it a little bit differently to install. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go back to plugins, and then we're going to go to add new. Then we're going to browse on our computer for the plugin we want to install. So if you went to the developer's website, for example, you would have purchased a plugin. It would have given you a file to download, and it's in a zip file. You do not need to open or unzip the file. It's ready to go, compact as it is, so leave it zipped. You're going to go right here to upload plugin, choose file, and then you're just going to find your plugin file. So here's an example, Astra add-in plugin. You're going to click the link, you're going to click open, and it's going to show up right here. Okay, I already have this, so I'm not going to, I think I can add it. So then we're going to go right here to install now. I think I actually removed that one yesterday, so that'll work. Okay, so we're going to go to install now, and then it's going to say here, in my particular case, that's a bad zip file. So you have to make sure it's the fresh zip file that they just gave you, and then it will it'll upload for you. So once you upload it, it'll tell you confirmed that it was uploaded, and then you're just going to click to activate it. Okay. Now you'll see these little notices all around your website after you install a plugin. This is asking me to activate the plugin. If you purchase the plugin, there might be a license code that you'll get a little notice that says, please add your license code, and you'll have to add that in there. Either way, that will then add functionality. Now, to remove a plugin after the fact, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to all of our installed plugins. See, I'm just clicking these right here in the left-hand column. We're going to remove that redirection one because I don't actually need that. So come down here to the plugin itself. I usually deactivate it first. And you can leave deactivated plugins in your list, but I don't recommend it because if they're not updated regularly, which we're going to talk about in a moment, they can leave you open to hackers. There can be confliction problems. So I usually get rid of them if I know it's not going to be anything that I'm ever going to use. So I'm going to click delete. Now let's talk about how to update a plugin. Developers regularly update their plugins. They might be doing patches for security breaches or the risk of being able to get in. So they do updates for that purpose. They may upgrade it, add another feature. So you will see plugins updating all the time. And it's very important that you keep your plugins updated. Now, when you need to update a plugin, you're going to see a notice on your dashboard. I actually don't have any right now, but there's going to be a colored notice here that says that that plugin needs updated. Okay, so then you'll just click the update button. It's very easy. The easiest way to manage updates is by enabling auto updates. Now, not every plugin has an auto update. So for example, we can see here with the advanced ads, I've got the ability to enable auto updates, which I already have activated. But these 2 additional plugins don't have the enable auto updates, okay? Because these are actually all grouped into the one developer. Here's one, the Astra Pro Page Builder plugin, or the Astra Pro theme, easy for me to say, plugin does not have the enable auto updates. So when you see the enable updates option, you're just going to click on it and it will enable it, and then it'll change it to this disable auto updates. There's also a way to bulk enable all of your updates. So click on the left-hand side here, scroll down, bulk actions, and click enable auto updates and apply. And that will then add the automatically add the enable updates option to any plugins that have that availability. Now be careful about adding plugins. They can add a lot of bulk to your website and slow it down. So my recommendation is to go over to Google's Page Insights and put any page on your website in this URL and analyze the speed. Then activate your plugin and go back in and do a page speed test again on that page to make sure that it didn't slow down your website. Do this on 3, 4, 5 different pages because it depends on what your plugin does, where it actually functions. So you're going to want to make sure that you test that on a few, on your category archive pages, your blog post, a landing page maybe, and your home page if you have those all built into your website, just to make sure it doesn't slow down your website. If you need any help with any of this, my brothers Jeff and Paul build websites and WordPress websites, and they service WordPress websites, and they do content, and you can find them at ballenbrands.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here, and we will speak with you later.